Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we are going to continue where we left in the last video. We have created the splash view for this application that we are building, the Food Ninja application. In that, I have already uploaded on the source code on the GitHub, and you can check out the link in the description of that video. So let me rewind. Let me try to run it. So we develop this screen for Ninja, and after 3 seconds we are landing on this onboarding screen. So in today's video we are going to develop this beautiful onboarding screen on which we can swipe left and right. So we have only these two screens, right? So we will use the page view controller, right? So we'll see how we can use a page view controller to develop this onboarding screen. So let me first create a new group. I'll name it onboarding view. All right. Now, in this onboarding view, first we need to create a container view, and inside of it, we will see the content like this one. I'll show you step by step. So first, we are going to create a SwiftUI view. We'll name it onboarding content, right? So inside of it, let's move it first. So to show this data, we need to create some kind of model, right? In which we will have this image, title, description, these three things. The button is common. We'll develop this in a separate video. As you can see, it has some gradient and all. So we'll use a customized button, and that we can use everywhere in the application. If you see, it is commonly used everywhere. Okay, so let's create a structure first. We'll name it onboarding page. In this, we need a image name, maybe. Sorry. Then title. This will be as of string, and description, which is going to be string as well. So image name, we need for the image name, we will create a class, maybe of image name. Yeah. So if you go in the extension image, we have this image name, right? So we'll use these names here as well, right? So I'll drag and drop these images in the project directory. I have already downloaded them. Mm, Let me go to a set folder, and here we will simply drag and drop the onboarding 1 and 2. I have named them respectively, and we are going to write it here as well. Onboarding 1, we'll give it a name like this, onboarding 2, and something like that. Okay, now go back to here. Now we have created our structure, and in this content we'll require a page of onboard the newly created structure, and using this structure or this model we will manipulate all the things on this view. Okay, so first we'll use a weave state. If you go here, you'll see everything is arranged one by one. from top to bottom. So we can use a VStack for that. In VStack, that is a vertical stack, we can arrange all the items from top to bottom vertically, right? All right. So we'll add this model because we have uh, added it here. Let's do it first. Okay, onboarding page. So if I initialize it, what it requires, a image name. So we'll pass onboarding1, a title. So we can simply copy from here, and a description. Okay, so error is gone. Now first we need an image, this one. So we need to add this image on the top. So image name, in image name we have this page, so we'll simply write page dot image name, and it should be a resizable. Let me run the preview. We'll also make it scale to fit to make sure it is not going out of the bounds. Okay, and yes, I think that should be fine. Yeah, so you can see our image is rendered on the view. Now next thing is the title. So write title and page dot title. It should be here. Yeah, and if we don't have this the fonts that are used in this UI bent on sense board, so we are just using the system fonts for this, right? So we'll use font, then system font of size maybe 22. Yes, 22, and the weight should be semi bot. Looks good, and it should be multi-line. Text alignment should be in the center. Foreground color is already black, so we don't have to do anything. Or maybe we can increase the font size. If you compare the fonts here, it looks much bigger than ours. So let me increase it to 24. And we need a little bit of spacing as well from the top. By default it has some spacing, but let me add some padding from the top like this. All right, so we have our title here. So in this UI, if you are seeing this in the multi-line, that is because they have added a custom padding from the left and right. So if we are going to use this, we can use, but in this case, this is a different padding. If you see, the left and right are completely different. So we need to make it align, right? So we'll use a text. We'll leave this padding as it is uh, because it depends on the UI or the device size, right? So if we are running this application on the small device size, then it will automatically shrink to two line, and you will see it in the multi-line. But if you are running it on bigger device, then it will be in single line. So now we will move to the description one. So just copy the text. Sorry, we don't need to copy the text. Page dot description. It should be, yeah, written here, and font. So let's move to Figma. So in this, they are using simple this font and of a size of 12. So what we can use, we can simply use system of size 12. This is how it looks like, and multi-line alignment should be same as center. Give it a padding from the top, from the title, like this. And we can also give the padding from horizontal so that it will have a little padding, like 20 pixel of padding here. In fact, we can give it here as well. You won't see any changes in it because it is already small text, not touching to the edges, right? All right. Now, if you see everything stick to the center, everything is stick to the center, but in the UI, if you see, it is starting from the top, little below from the top, and then goes on. So what we can do, by default in SwiftUI, we take arrange all the elements from the center. To overcome this problem, what we can do, we can write frame max height to infinity and alignment to the top. So everything should move to the top. Okay. So this is what we have created this screen. So this is just a single screen. We have not yet implemented the tab view. So to implement the tab view, we will create a new file here, SwiftUI file. We'll name it Onboarding View. Here in this, so in SwiftUI, to implement the page view controller, you simply need to write tab view, and you need to define its style. So if you see tab view style, that should be a page. So if you use this page, it will show the indicators on the bottom. So if you have three pages, then the three dots will be there. And if you don't want to show those dots, then you can simply use this one, index display mode, to never. Okay. And here we want to show the tabs, multiple tabs. So for that, let's create a view model. We'll name it onboarding view model, something like this. And inside of it, final class on onboarding view model, which is going to be an observable object. Here in the initializer, what we will do, we will create the data for the this onboarding. So let me create published variable onboarding pages, which are going to be of onboarding page, and inside of init we will initialize them, something like this, onboarding page. And the second one, so if you have multiple pages, you can define declare them here. So let's copy the text one by one, the title for the first page and the description for the first page. Similarly, the title for the second page and description for the second page. All right, now we will create this view models observable object here, observed object, sorry, observed object, private var view model, onboarding view model. So we have initialized it. Now inside of it, we will simply run a for each loop, which will go from 0 until view model dot onboarding pages dot count, and which will return us an index. And inside of this for each loop, we will simply use this onboarding content that we have already created, and we will use on view model dot onboarding pages at index this function. So you'll see here we have already seen this page view, right? So quite simple, right? Let me try to run it. Yeah, so we need to we need to write this here, onboarding view, like this. So you'll see this is splash screen, and then we will land on this beautiful onboarding screen where you can swipe left and right smoothly. Cool, isn't it? Right. Okay, so we have developed this screen. Now we are left with this next button, which will have a gradient. So in the next video, what we will do, we'll create a custom button that will reuse throughout the application, and we will also try to implement some animation on this images, right? So we'll use some animation that will smoothly move it up and down. That will looks very nice, right? So stay tuned on my channel. If you have not subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe and like the video. And if you are getting some value and knowledge from these videos, please share it with your friends.